Open your mouth only if you have a judgment. This is the sense of the Hebrew word to give, to tell. In Hebrew you can't divorce. Because in order to divorce you must go to a lawyer. And the lawyer will ask you, what is it about? Now you have to give a gem. If you don't have a gem to give, you can't go to a lawyer. You can't have any quarrel. In family, in church, in the state, anywhere. Because everyone has to give gems. And therefore, I will try to give some little gems also this evening. People talk very much also the question of abortion and in all the other questions. They don't listen. The Catholics venerate a saint by the name of Saint Bruno. He lived around the 12th century. He was a monk. He created the order of the Cistercians in a very strict monastic order. And it is said that he was a very holy man. And one Sunday evening, he was in his room. It was hot, so the window was open. And he tried to pray. He could not, because before the window there was a pond. And with the pond there were many frogs. And the frogs quack, 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 quack. No, for prayer, he must concentrate himself. He could not quack, 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 quack. It was impossible. But as he was a holy man, and he knew he has the Holy Spirit, he went to the window and said, frogs, I have to pray now. So please stop quacking. I will tell you when you finish praying, and then you can quack again. And being such a holy man, the legend says, the frogs stopped quacking. And when he tried to pray, but he could not, because the Spirit of God chided him and said, why did you stop the frogs? How do you know that your prayer is more pleasant to me than the quacking of the frogs? How is it that frogs quack? Who gives them lungs? Who gives them vocal cords? Who gives them a tongue to make it possible for them to quack? I give them. You don't understand what a quack means. And therefore, Englishman, I will tell you. Did you hear how one frog said, quack, 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 which means in his language, I love you very much. And you heard the other one say, quack, quack, I love you too. And another frog says, I've just found many birds, come and eat with me, which was a very nice gesture. You don't understand what the frog says. I understand it. Tell the frogs to speak again, to quack again. He went to the window and said, now you can quack. And then he spread, then all that. When I read this story, it made such an impression on me. I was a talker, and I like to talk. I believe that it belongs to being a pastor to talk much. And that evening, that night I could not sleep, and I had that night a vision. I saw myself running towards a church on a Sunday morning when I had to preach. Those pastors had no car. I've never had a car in my life. I never had a bicycle in my life. Even now I have neither car nor bicycle. Because pastors work. So I went towards the church. It was late. And the lady stopped me and said, Pastor, how well that I met you. I have such a broken heart. There's such a tragedy in which I passed. Please listen to me. I said, I'm sorry. I expected in church. I'm late. I have to preach. And she says, why do you think that for God it is more pleasant that you should preach than you should listen to my tragedy? So I said, all right. But make it short, because I'm in hurry. And she made it as short as a woman can make it short. I listened to her, and now I really read it was late. And the second lady, tears stopped me. Oh, you have such a burden on my heart. Please, I have such a drama in my family. Just listen to me. I can't. It is already late. I listen to somebody else. I have to preach. She again, the same question. So I know that God likes more what you will preach than to listen to me. I have to listen to her too. But no, it was, I knew. The service had started since long. A third man stops me. That was also an Englishman. A nice man, very happy, very jolly. He stopped me and said, Mr. Wurmbrand, how good that I found you. And such a nice joke, you must listen to the joke. I said, I don't like the jokes. The service that I have to preach is almost finished. I have to go to preach. How do you know that God likes it more that you should preach than that you should believe the joy to listen to a joke of mine? So listen also to his joke. When I came to church, the service was almost finished. The pastor sent me up to the pulpit, go in 5 minutes, and he say something. And I stood at the pulpit. I did not remember what sermon I had prepared. And I said only so much. The first commandment which Jesus gives, and it is good to remember this, is listening. God has given me the privilege to meet many other prisoners under the communist and under the fascists. I was during years examining myself. 30 feet beneath us. I don't speak only about myself, but others. I was during years examining myself 30 feet beneath us. Never seeing sun, moon, stars, snow, birds, flowers, butterflies, trees, none of nature. Years past, I had forgotten that nature exists. I did not long anymore to see these things. 14 years which is not much, because recently I will give you the names and forgot. In China, just yesterday, I got the news about 3 Chinese brethren who died after 14 years in jail. I will give you the names. 40 years in jail for the Joseph Sang Sueman, at the age of 82, Paul Li Zhenlong, and Paul Shi Chunye, at the age of 72, after 40 years in jail. I was only 40, so I don't have to complain. But during these years, we never saw a call. Nobody saw the great works of the self and our great uniforms. I had forgotten that blue and green and yellow and violet exist, never but great. We never had a Bible, nor any other. During 14 years, and this was during 40 years. 14 years I have never seen a reading of a church. Not forgotten, not ladies, church, so everything. Never seen a church, never seen a lady. During this. People sometimes call me, but I can't pass near the church without making things. Smiling to him and telling me a few words, because I have not seen children all these years. I have to work every church when I meet. I also saw no ladies for 2 years. Every I cannot scream, I said I won't work every lady in the before. But everything which means life has disappeared for us. There was almost nothing to eat. We had nothing in that prison of solitary confinement. Never did we hear a voice or a whisper. The wardens gave some food, if you can call it food. They put it in a hole in the door. Then they took out in silence the vessels. You never spoke with anybody, you never heard even a whisper. And it was such an experience for me. I learned to listen. Listen with them. That is the first commandment of Jesus. Nothing is with you until the age of 30, when he started to preach. When he did something very important, he listened. And if anyone has something to say, would begin by listening. A husband has to say something to his wife. He doesn't like what they've done. All right. But first listen. Listen to the voice of God, listen to God, and what will change what you have to say. Let us listen. We really learned during years to do nothing else than listen. And I believe that we have to listen also in this question of abortion. First of all, I think we should listen to God.